we're live then.
Hooray!
Oh, I'll stand on my bits of masking.
Hooray! I think I've mastered the technology, which you would hope, because I do work in IT. Hello everyone. If you can give us a little hello, if you can see us, and it's all working happily. Well, go and grab my banjo while you're doing that.
While your backs are turned.
While your backs are turned. Look what happens. Look what happens while your backs are turned and you're not paying attention. All of a sudden a banjo appears. Oh, brilliant. Thank you very, very much everybody who's responded to all our kind of feedback and said, you know, a couple of people have donated already. Thank you very much, kind of the guys that have donated. Daria, Sonia, I know a few of you.
Without even hearing a note.
Have donated. I know you haven't heard anything yet. It might be awful and you've still donated. So yeah, please chip in, make a few comments as we go through, and hopefully we'll be entertaining. Yeah.
So we're absolutely delighted to have been asked to play for a little fundraiser for Coda. We're nervous, admittedly, but we really love Coda and we've benefited a lot from Coda. We've had music lessons. I mean, every cloud has a bad lining.
That's how I learned.
She learned
See,
banjo.
It's everybody's fault. It's Coda's fault that I play banjo.
But we've met some really, really lovely people through playing in the acoustic space, through the folk orc. So it's all good from our perspective, but also they run a massive outreach programme. They do music for people with learning disabilities, people with physical disabilities, older people, people with Parkinson's. Just a huge amount of different work to get people enjoying music and benefiting from music, as we have done ourselves.
Yeah.
So, which is something I never thought I would have done.
Cool.
So brilliant. Thank you, Coda. We did our first proper gig there, which was the one that's on the wall behind us.
Yep, it's great.
Yeah, we just love the diversity of Coda. So we're very pleased to be playing this.
Cool. So this first song that we're going to play is, it's called, we call it 44, but it's actually called One of Those Days. And it's an Eileen Jewell song, or Aileen Jewell song. Aileen Jewell, who's a singer-songwriter from the southern states. I mean, I particularly like it because there's some imagery in it that's really nice.
Yeah, I think a lot of the songs we do because we love the imagery in it and the language.
Yeah, and there's just this image of somebody sitting on somebody's back steps waiting for them to come home because they're not very happy.
With their 44.
And they've got a 44 with them, so...
Something's in the air, burning hot and sweet. There's a man over there, sitting in the street. I'm over here with a rusted 44, sitting on the steps of your back door. It's one of those days. Well, the only thing that moves is the laundry on the line and a dusty dog that bites just to kill the time. If you should find you roll into this town, honey, do yourself a favor, roll straight back out. It's one of those towns. of those men.
Something's in the air, burning hot and sweet. There's a man over there, sitting in the street. I'm over here with a rusty 44, sitting on the steps of your back door. It's one of those days. It's one of those days.
Oh,
Thank you very much. Everybody's joining all over the shop. That's great. We've got people from the local pub, people from
The Hourglass.
from work,
What a
loads of people.
brilliant pub. We're not really pub goers, but
No, but
they're just so good. It's like being in your front room.
So yeah, just remember that if you like what you're hearing, we've got a donation button there which should work. It should be there now, hopefully. So feel free to donate. We've got lots of things you can donate for, which we'll get onto a little bit in a minute. But
Have we?
well, we've got a few things that you can donate for. One of the ones is obviously music. So
Yeah, just a nice idea to think that Coda will be there when the lockdown ends. So
Yeah.
be good to have something to go back to.
no, it's a good thing. So this next song. Is we've got a kind of a this actually Daria, I think you're in Sweden, aren't you? You're in Stockholm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so this this is a song that when I went travelling, I was doing a bit of travelling there, and I came across this song by a singer who I'm going to forget the name of
Anna
again.
Turnheim.
Anna Turnheim, who's very well known in Sweden, not so well known over here. And it's about the sea and it's about sailors. And I'd actually like to dedicate this at the moment because dedicate to anyone who might be watching from Carnival or anyone who's aware of anybody who's in the cruise industry or at sea in general. There's a lot of people at sea.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who've been away from home a very, very long time. So, and they're kind of stuck at sea. So this song is dedicated to them.
Oh, the longer the waiting, the sweeter the kiss. It's better, my darling, I promise you this. Next time I hold you, I'm not letting go. Will you wait for me, darling? I need to know. Oh, you know I'm a sailor, tomorrow we sail. It's a hard way of living, but I know it well. And if I surrender my life to the sea, you can marry another, it's all right with me. But we won't be together again till the spring. Just imagine the treasures I'll bring. Oh, lay with me, stay with me, soon I'll be gone. But I will remember you all winter long. And when I return to the one that I miss, oh, the longer the waiting, the sweeter the kiss. When the mornings are warm and the valleys are green, I'll come back from wherever I've been. Oh, the longer the waiting, the sweeter the kiss. It's better, my darling, up the ocean, forever I know. Forever I know.
Aw, sweet, thank you very much.
Thank you for all the hellos and donations.
Yeah,
so
we've got
far. Thank
lots
you
of
very
people
much.
here. Thanks for, a whole lot of people here. Got a few people from around the globe here, which is good. We always like that. So this next song is a bit of a standard. Ruth's going to introduce it, but just feel free to sing along with this one if you know the chorus and everything. So just gonna get ourselves set up.
Okay, this is oops. This is called "Will the Circle Be Unbroken," and Kate absolutely hates it. So go and have a tea break.
We'll dedicate this especially for you, Kate.
She spent too much time in folk clubs, I think. So we were kind of like indifferent to it. It was a nice enough song, and we just listened to it. And then we were meant to do some Carter Cash stuff. So we started looking into the history of it and found it came from a hymn from the 1800s. So far from being this sort of innocuous song, Ada Habershon wrote it and Charles Gabriel did the music. And so the actual sort of words were, there are loved ones, it's quite malevolent, there are loved ones in the glory whose dear forms you often miss. When you close your earthly story, will you join them in their bliss? Just a bit malignant. And then you can picture happy gatherings round the fireside long ago, and you think of tearful partings when they left you here below. So that's the circle that's being broken by you not getting up to heaven.
I know.
So watch your backs.
And we know who you are out there that might not be making it that far. So yes, not the verses we're singing. So sing along in your lounge rooms, wherever you are.
Put your fingers in your ear and sing along. Sorry.
No, you're I was standing by my window on one cold and cloudy day, and I saw the earth come rolling for to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Lord, I told thee, Undertaker, please drive slow, for this body you are hauling, how I hate to see her go. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I followed close behind her, tried to hold up and be brave, but I could not hide my sorrow when they laid her in the grave. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Will the circle be unbroken by and by, Lord, by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Oh.
Sounds all nice and sweety, doesn't it?
Yeah, these songs often have these amazing sweetie tunes and stuff, and then you read the words closely. So Cool. Ooh, we've got loads of people here.
Gosh, 53 people.
53
Wow.
people, hooray!
We're very honoured.
Cool.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, everybody who's putting some money in. That's great. It's all about keeping CODA going. Helping just, they just do fantastic work. So if you've
Amy's singing along.
Yeah, brilliant. We like singing. So yeah, if you've got a few bucks lying around or something, please hit the donate button or donate via their website. But just get some money to them. And thank you very much, everyone who's done it so far.
Otherwise, we have to do it. We have to make up the difference.
Yes, that's not true actually. But we are a bit competitive, so we want to smash all previous live concerts. So that's our aim.
Oh.
Right, so
this next song, I'm So Street, that I heard it on Radio 4, on Poetry Please, and it's called A Nursery Rhyme of Innocence and Experience, and it's a poem that was written in the 1940s by Charles Causley, who I don't know anything about, other than that his father died as a result of the First World War, and it was put to music by Natalie Merchant, which is where we first heard it. Just think it's a lovely song. Again, it's the sort of the imagery and the language that we really like, the lyrics of the music. So, thanks, Helen. Thanks, Helen. Had a silver penny and an apricot tree, and I said to the sailor in the white key, "Sailor, oh sailor, will you give me if I give you my penny and my apricot tree?" An Arab drum to beat, a little gilt sword and a parakeet. And he smiled and he kissed me as strong as death, and I saw his red tongue and I felt his sweet breath. You may keep your penny and your apricot tree, and I'll bring my fledglings back from the sea, from over the sea. And the ship dipped down in the rim of the sky, and I waited while 3 long summers went by, 3 long summers went by. Then one morning on the White Quay I saw a grey ship come in from sea. Slowly, slowly she came across the bay, for flashing rigging was shot away, and all around her wake seabirds cried, flew in and out of the hole in her side. Slowly she crossed into the path of the sun, and I heard the sound of a distant drum, of a distant drum. And a stranger came running up to me from the deck of the ship, and he said he, "Oh, are you the boy who would wait by the quay with a silver penny and an apricot tree? I've a plum-coloured fez and a drum for thee. I've a sword and a parakeet from over the sea." Oh, where is the sailor with the bold red hair, and what is that folly in the bright air? And where are all the other girls and boys? And why have you brought me children's toys? Brought me children's toys.
oh wow.
Oh, thank you for all the likes and the feedback. I thought,
That's great. Yeah, thank you for all the people who've just joined.
and donated.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks for the donations. Great, brilliant.
We've tried to pick sort of a bit of a interesting selection. It's different playing without Kate and Babs. We love playing with Kate and Babs.
Normally
they're lovely people, and
we have our little band with us.
Yeah, so. We would be friends with them even if we didn't sort of play music with them.
Yeah. We were friends with them before we played music, in fact.
So it's funny sort of playing without half of us.
Yeah.
But we've tried to choose different songs, tried to learn some new things that we've wanted to do for a while. This is someone said two left-handers. We flipped the screen.
I know, we have to.
Oh, we haven't flipped the screen.
We can do it to really. Can you
no,
guys
don't mess up.
I was going to say mess up. I can flip it, but
no.
Anyway,
stick with how
we flipped the screen. Yeah, I'm sorry, it looks a bit weird, but hey.
Yes.
Thanks for pointing that out. Cool. Okay. Brilliant. All right. So yeah, you.
That's you. You're introducing
It's me. So this is a Secret Sisters song. This is a first for us, actually. So this is the most likely to go horribly wrong, probably. Okay, so leave it. So we've got, if anyone's familiar with the Secret Sisters, put a little hand up or something if you know them. They're fantastic. They are from Alabama. We saw them in sunny Milton Keynes, which is definitely out of element. But they're just amazing. They've been singing. They've got a real history of singing kind of religious and gospel songs, and they kind of sang together at church. So
that's how they learn harmony.
They just when you hear them sing, they just feel like people that have, these two women that have been singing their whole lives together. So, we'll give it a go.
As opposed to us.
Yeah, as opposed to us.
Actually, should they just go on YouTube?
No, don't go on YouTube. Stay here with us. And this is about a river, a Tennessee River, and anyone who's ever been to the Tennessee River, anywhere really in the States, it is amazing because it is one of those ones that just starts in it kind of is very small in one bit and then just becomes this amazing life force for so many things. So it's a really good song. And I need to get my capo on and get it organised. So there we go.
We might go over the hour, but we're not sure.
Yeah, we might go over the hour.
If your ears start bleeding, then
we got some.
I don't know. I guess you just
And if
don't you?
Yeah, and if anybody doesn't like banjo, you might have tuned into the wrong thing. So, but we'll see how we go. Okay. If I were born to be a river, if a river is all I'd be, I'd tell the giver of all of the rivers to make me the Tennessee. How many drops of rain roll off of how many window panes down to a valley row where a river like me begins to grow. I sing a mournful song as I rush and ramble along. Oh-de-oh-de-oh-de-oh-de-oh-de-oh-de-oh. I bury secrets deep, I keep them down where the catfish creep, where the rolling tide can't reach the things that I hide. I hum a mournful tune in the Alabama June. Oh-de-oh-de-oh-de-oh-de-oh-de-oh-de-oh. And I say, oh, dee 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 dee, oh, do 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 do, oh, 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 even the Tennessee River runs low. When the sky is bright and clear, not a cloud above you, you can float in knowing, dear, that I was made to love you. When the storm is raging, all the night is fading, the river sings along with me, reaching for that minor key. Color me blue and grey, river carry me fast away, flood all the rocks and rills, humble the mighty hill. I am the Tennessee to you down at the stormy seas. Oh-de-oh-de-oh-de-oh-de-oh-de-oh-de-oh. And I say, oh-dee river runs low.
All right.
Okay, that was it.
Cool.
You have no
That sounded
idea.
all right.
You have no idea how many times I've messed up the start of that. It's got to be in the like 20, 30 times. Okay. So, how are we going in terms of donations? 170.
Wow.
Fantastic. So hopefully, it's a bit like a telethon. I'm old enough to remember telethons, so it's a bit like a telethon, I guess. But yeah. You
Yeah,
call
one
it
of
that
those
here?
things disabled people shouldn't have had to rely on for a decent income. But yes,
Yes,
telethon.
that is true. Yes, that is true. Other than just being provided for.
Or facilitated to earn a living.
So to facilitate, you know, as a treat, if you like, we've got a banjo joke. We've got several. We've got several. So
Have to pick one.
if people would like a banjo joke, so picking a random banjo joke coming out of the hat. So I'm just going to read them out because she's got the plummy British accent. So, all right.
That cost money, that did. What do you call a good musician at a banjo contest? A visitor.
Oh, we haven't got this immediate response, but we want some laughs in about 16 seconds' time.
Hello, Fran.
Hello, Fran. Hello, Mary. My sister's on here, by the way. Everyone say hello to Mary.
Hope my sister is too.
She's in Ireland, so we've got a special treat for people from Ireland later.
Hopefully.
Or, yes, later. Okay. Cool. Right, so we're chilling out a bit now. We're having a little chill song.
This is Dark Turn of Mind, which is written by Gillian Welch, which I think Kate and Babs kind of got us into more.
Yeah.
And certainly introduced us to this song. Babs sings it really beautifully. So I shall hope to emulate that, as does Gillian Welch, in fact.
Yes.
Yeah. Big up Gillian Welch.
Yeah, pick up Gillian Welch, yeah. And Babs.
It's funny because it's one of those things where we sing quite dark songs, but they're not actually us at all. So this is about being happy when the sun goes down at some points, and I'm happy when the sun comes up. But anyway, have you got your music? Have you cascaded it onto the floor yet?
No, not quite. There we
Good,
go.
good for you.
What music?
Yes,
we have
Colette,
what
you're from
music.
Ireland.
Hooray! Hello, Colette. Fantastic.
Sláinte. I know there's more to
And
Irish people
we've
in
got
Ireland.
good love from Germany. We've got loads of people. The Australians. If anybody's here from
We've got
Australia,
Kerry Wright from up
I know
north.
we've got Kerry Wright from up north. If anyone is here from Australia, then you definitely need to chip in because it's 4 a.m. in the morning there, so you get definitely you get street cred for that. Okay.
Right, we're
So-
halfway through, but not halfway
Yeah.
through the songs. We first sang this at Bristol Bluegrass Festival, so it's a lovely festival organised by the Hog Ranch. So if
Yeah.
anybody fancies
Yeah.
a bit of bluegrass or a bit of Bristol,
Cool.
then look it up for next year.
Cool. Brilliant. Cheese and Weasels are on here. Good. Great.
Oh,
Great.
hi guys.
Right.
Go on then, get on with it.
Ooh. Oh, see, you put me off.
Take me and love me if you want me. Don't ever treat me unkind, 'cause I've had that trouble already, and it left me with a dark turn of mind. Now I see the bones in the river, and I feel the wind through the pines, and I hear the shadows are calling to a girl with a dark turn of mind. But oh, don't the night time seem lovely to me? Don't all the night birds sing sweetly? You'll never know how happy I'll be when the sun going down. But leave me if I'm feeling too lonely, full of the fruit on the vine. You know that some girls are bright as the morning, and some have a dark turn of mind. You know that some girls are bright as the morning, some girls are blessed with a dark turn of mind. Oh, I love that song.
Yeah, nice.
Oh,
Oh,
thank you. You're still donating, everyone. Thank you for that.
Yeah,
And hello,
thank you, it's
Cornwall.
great. Hello,
Hello,
Cornwall.
Teresa in Cornwall.
hooray. All right.
That one now. No. Okay. Are we allowed to go on over half an hour? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Marina will let us know if we need to be booted off. So
People will just leave.
I'll
won't
just
they?
leave. Yeah, we'll see that. We'll see.
We've
It'll be
got
like one person watching, and it'll be us.
Got a train to catch.
Yeah.
This is.
Yeah, Francis, it's a lovely song. The actual album is it Harrow and the Harvest?
I think so. Babs will know.
Yeah, it's a really gorgeous album. I mean, it is a little bit dark, but it's beautiful songs.
No, Babs.
Hey, Babs. Right. I have no idea what we're doing now. Oh, I'm doing nothing. Look, banjo's going down, everybody.
Sounds a bit.
This is another Secret Sisters song. So we've got a couple of theirs in this set, and they wrote this. It's a proper kind of.
I'm not leaving. Thanks,
You're not
Alex.
leaving, okay? Hello. Hey, Karen. It's a kind of. It seems like a kind of like a revenge song almost. But you've been hard done by, and it is a little bit, I guess. But you would think it's about an ex, but in fact it's not about an ex. It was to do with a business. I think it was their manager or something.
Their manager, yeah.
But effectively they almost went bankrupt because of the kind of commercial transaction. And in true musician style, what they did was write a song about it. Called The Damage. This is also no trumpet today. And this is also they've written another song. So this is a lesson to everybody. You don't cross musicians, because what happens is
Ones that can write their own songs.
and ones that are really popular, because then they write songs about you. And what they also did is there was one of them broke up with this guy called Davy White. I think it was Davy White, and she wrote a song about him in which she named him. And it was chosen from their album to be the #1 single or whatever in America. So everywhere it was playing on the radio with his name. So, hey Sonia, hello. So it's called The Damage, Secret Sisters.
The wicked sky that rules the bitter winter, the blazing sun that burns each little wind. In every season a reason to resent you sets me on fire all over again. There was a time I thought that you could manage the parts of me that wouldn't comprehend. I didn't realize you'd be my demolition and my demise in the end. I can go anywhere, the damage is done. I'm all in pieces and the damage is done. If it's a race we were running, you've already won. Shot me with a starting gun. Ooh, the damage is done. I am not sorry the two of us have parted. I'm only sorry you made your choice and drew a line we can cross. There's nothing left to say here. Go do your
the damage to somebody new. I can't go anywhere, the damage is done. I'm all in pieces and the damage is done. If it's a race we were running, you've already won. Shot me with the starting gun. I can't go anywhere, the damage is done. I'm all in pieces and the damage is done. If it's a race we were running, you've already won. Shot me with the starting gun. The damage is done. The damage is done. The damage is done. Hooray!
Oh, got you wrong.
Cool, brilliant.
Ah, thank you.
Great.
Yeah, they were really lovely actually as
Changing things
performers. You know, even when they were playing in a big auditorium, they just seemed to make it really, really personal and nice, just like they were coming to sing some songs, and it was just brilliant. Really good gig.
From the moment they walked on stage, they just had this amazing stage presence. And if you ever want to get backstage at a Secret Sisters gig, go armed with chocolate digestives, because although they're Americans, they absolutely love them.
They discovered them, didn't they? On that tour, they discovered.
Yeah, they discovered them, and they discovered all of them. It was like all the different variations, and had quite a long conversation about them. So,
this next song back in the room. This next song is called Undoing World, and it's written by Tony Kushner, who's a playwright. He wrote Angels in America, and it was put to music by Alicia Spiegels, who's the violin player of the Klezmatics, amongst other things, other projects she does. I don't know either of them personally, but I do know my friend Val, from whom I learnt this song. It was a particularly lovely weekend about 20 years ago. We went up to Wales for a party. We drove up the A40 and we talked all the way up, and the next morning after the party we drove back and sang all the way and taught each other songs, and this one really, really stuck. I just absolutely love it. So thanks for that, Val. It's nice to swap songs.
it is song. Yeah. Right.
It's called An Undoing World, by the way. Sorry, it's written mainly about the sort of the Jewish diaspora, but I think it does resonate so much with refugees all over the world, and sort of economic upheaval and military upheaval. By the time we're done with dancing elsewhere, darling, you'll be glancing, and the night's a river torrent tearing us apart. Merely melody entwined us, easily the ties that bind us break in fibrillations of the heart. Don't cry out or cling in terror, darling, that's a fatal error, clinging to a somebody you thought you knew was yours. Dispossession and attrition are the permanent conditions that the wretched modern world endures. You drift away, you're carried by a stream, refugee, a wanderer, you roam. You lose your way, and it will come to seem that no place in particular is home. You glance away, your house has disappeared, the sweater you've been knitting has unfurled. You live adrift, and everything you feared comes to you in this undoing world. Copper-plated, nailed together, buffeted by ocean weather, stands the queen of exiles, and our mother she may be. Hollow-breasted, broken-hearted, watching for her dear departed, for her children cast upon the sea. At her back the great idyllic land of justice for exilic peoples ponders, making justice private property. Darling, never dream another woman might have been your mother. Someday you may be a refugee. A refugee who's running from the wars, hiding from the fire bombs they've hurled. Eternally a person out of doors, desperate in this undoing world. Mothers, for your derelicted children from your womb evicted, grant us harbours, shelters, solace, safety, let us in. Let us show you where we've travelled, how our hopes, our lives unravelled, how unwelcome everywhere we've been. Cool.
Oh, great. Thank you for the comments, everyone, as we're going through it. It's great.
Gosh, there's people we know and people we don't know, and it's lovely.
It's wonderful.
People we'd like to know, probably.
Right, so this one we have, it's another slight kind of sing-along now where we've got changing another version. So I'm trying to grab some of the comments. Oh, I had to grab the comments, sorry, let's have a look at them. But yeah, there are different versions of that floating around, so I'm not quite sure. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there are different versions of that floating around. So, so as I said, we've got some people from Ireland here. We've got the Older and Bolder LGBT group. Hopefully, there's some people there watching.
Yeah.
We're definitely clever. Hopefully, we've got some other people, and we've got some people in Australia, and there's lots and lots of songs about people going from Ireland to Australia. They're often not in the best circumstances, and even when they're not terrible circumstances, a lot of people are economic migrants. So if you take out my grandfather, for example, was 15 and went from Donegal to Australia. So lots and lots of songs around this are very sad, and although they're fantastic, and if anyone's ever heard Fields of Athenry or anything like that, they're really sad. So this has got a slightly more positive take to it, and and you can help us sing the chorus. So I've got a prop to help us sing the chorus. So
it's a lovely song. Do you know? It's called "Far Away in Australia," and I couldn't find out who wrote it. I think the Wolf Tones popularised it, but I actually heard it from the lovely Dolores Keane, not personally, on a tape. On a cassette.
Amber, do you know what a cassette is? I've got Amber here, I think. So sing along if you know it.
Sweetheart, I'm bidding you fond farewell. I will be yours someday. I'm bound for a new land, my fortune to try, and I'm ready to sail away. Far away in Australia, soon will fate be kind, and I will be ready to welcome at last the girl I left behind. Oh, you can't leave me, this poor maiden said, I will not let you go. But I must leave you, he gently replied, if for only a while, you know. Far away in Australia, soon will fate be kind, and I will be ready to welcome at last the girl I left behind. Now in success or in failure, I will always be true, and proudly each day in the land far away, I'll be building a home for you. Far away in Australia, soon will fate be kind, and I will be ready to welcome at last the girl I left behind. Daily she waits by the old cottage gate, watching the whole day through, and one day a message from over the sea, and I'm hoping these words are true. Far away in Australia, now
now has come a time when I am ready to welcome at last the girl I left behind.
So yeah, they get together in the end, so that's all right.
Now, Kate, you know how you said don't worry about flipping the screen? Oh, good on you guys.
You have to take responsibility for your own actions.
I know.
Can't blame Kate.
Excellent, brilliant. Oh, cool. Hello, Drew. Oh, hello, guys. Right, how are we doing? 280, very close to 300. Do you think if we do another banjo joke, we'll get to 300?
We've only got 10 minutes. Stop chatting. What should we leave out?
Banjo joke. Wait, one sec.
No, we don't want a banjo joke. Play some music.
Quick.
What's the difference between a banjo and a chainsaw? Chainsaw has dynamic range.
Right. Okay.
Oh, we've got 5 more songs.
I think we'll get Marina can give us a feel on this, whether
Okay.
playing 5 more songs is a problem. Does it matter how if we go over the hour, Marina? Can you let us know? Because we're chatting a bit too much, I think.
Do you want the... You got the words?
Yeah.
This is
Keep going.
Okay,
Keep going.
cool.
Okay.
We'll keep going until
Okay. I mean, I guess you can always go if you had enough. Cool,
this is
okay.
a song by Loudon Wainwright, the third.
Sweet.
Um,
Thank you, Eileen.
and it's called Pretty Good Day So Far. And it sort of came to our mind to sing because we do appreciate that a lot of people aren't having a very good time with the lockdown, but I think probably the majority of us are. And so we should really count our blessings. I think we should do that anyway. Stop chatting, just sing. Thank you, Kirsty. That's rich coming from you. Okay, we'll take Kirsty's advice as she's a doctor.
False dinner is burning. She doesn't care.
So this is Pretty Good Day So Far.
Hey, Evie and Flossie.
I slept through the night, I got through to the dawn. I flipped a switch and the light went on. I got out of bed and I put some clothes on. It's a pretty good day so far. I turned on the tap, there was cold, there was hot. Put on my coat to go to the shore. I stepped outside, I didn't get shot. It's a pretty good day so far. I didn't hear sirens or explosions, no murders coming from those heavy guns, no UN tanks, I didn't see one. It's a pretty good day so far. No snipers in windows taking a peek, no people in panic running scared through the streets. I didn't see any bodies without arms, legs or feet. It's a pretty good day so far. There was plasma and managers and electricity, food, wood and water, and the air was smoke free. No camera crews from my TV. It's a pretty good day so far. It was all such a strange sight to behold. Nobody was frightened, wounded, hungry or cold, and the children seemed normal, they didn't look old. Pretty good day so far. I walked through the park, you would not believe it. There in the park there were a few trees left, and on some branches there were a few leaves. So it's a pretty good day so far. I slept through the night, I got through to the dawn. I flipped a switch and the light went on. I wrote down my dream, I made up this song. It's a pretty good day so far. not to be too political, but here's to an end to malignant capitalism that divides us.
Yes.
Instead of
Yeah, there's not really a lot to say after that, is there? So cool. Okay.
Well, true to the stereotype, this next song we both know through Michelle Shocked in the 90s, but it was actually written by Jean Ritchie in the 1930s, and it's about how the industry sort of goes and how things die when there's no infrastructure here, the railway, the L&N railway. And when Megan came to England, she was absolutely amazed, you know, to see that you could have been able to go places. Yeah. But the train line had been taken up in the 60s and probably 70s. Yeah.
I worked in Wimborne, and I thought, I'm sure I can get the train to Wimborne. And looking at a map, it seemed like a really obvious thing, and it was like, no, there's no train. And then we looked at an old map, and there, of course, used to be a train. And that's when Ruth told me that that map, in fact,
new.
The new.
I think it's 1930.
Yeah. And that's when you see it. It's told that they'd ripped all these stations and tracks and everything out. So. And just a little kind of shout out to Chris Hopgood here from Coda, one of my banjo teacher, and he really like basically helped a lot with this arrangement. Let me put it that way. So that's really lovely. Okay.
When I was a curly-headed baby, my daddy sat me down upon his knee, saying, son, you go to school, you learn your letters. Don't you be no dusky miner boy like me. I was born and raised at the mouth of the Hazard Hollow, where the coal trucks roll and rumble past my door. But now we're standing rusty, rolling empty, because the L&N don't stop here anymore. I used to think my daddy was a black man, with script enough to buy the company store. But now he goes to town with empty pockets, and his face is white as the February snow. I was born and raised at the mouth of the Hazard Hollow, where the coal cars roll and rumble past my door. But now they're standing rusty, rolling empty, because the L&N don't stop here anymore. Never thought I'd live to learn to love the coal dust. Never thought I'd pray to hear those tipples roll. But God, I wish the brass would turn to money, and then them greenbacks would fill my pockets once more. Last night I dreamt I went down to the office to get my payday like I'd done before. But them old vines was covering the doorway, and there was leaves and grass growing right up through the floor. anymore. Senior moment, sorry. Sorry, I really need
Right,
to
there,
cough.
right, yeah. So, oh gosh, it is really nice. Can I just say, it is a bit like having everybody in our kind of lounge room. It's really, really nice, actually.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys are feeling the same way, that we're kind of just beamed into your lounge room a little bit.
Yeah.
Music and dinner. I have to say, I had fish and chips for the first time today from the local chippy. Anybody who's here from New Milton, had it from Lynn's down the road, which is fantastic. And it's the first time I've had it in literally like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks. So it was really nice. Really nice treat.
Do you think we should skip this one and just do the last two?
No. So Ruth's trying to, can I just say, Ruth's trying to skip songs again.
Oh.
So yeah, we're not going to let her do that, are we?
I'm floating with the birds. I'm talking to the weeds. Look what you've done to me. I'm still dressed up from the night before. Silken hose and an old Parisian coat, and I feel like a queen at the bus stop on the street. Look what you've done to me. It's a beautiful morning in the ghetto, finer than the day before. The ants are crawling over my pants as if to say they know where the honey is. There's really old roses blooming in the ghetto. Birds of paradise are taller than me. The weeds grow high, the birds flicker by. Children are walking to school, and in the midst of all this profusion, the bus pulls up to take me back home. The bus driver looks like an African prince. The babies have tears in their eyes, and I feel like a queen on this sunny city bus. Look what you've done to me.
Hooray.
I love that. I love the words of it. That's another Kate and Babs one.
It's covered. That's Jolly Holland?
It's written by Jolie Holland, who was one of the founder members of the Be Good Tanyas. So if you haven't heard of the Be Good Tanyas, then look them up as well. There's just such fantastic stuff, especially in Canada. A lot of Canadian stuff seems good.
Yeah. So we've done a really highly unusual thing for us, and that we've managed to finish with several quite upbeat songs where people aren't dying, and you know, there's generally nobody's leaving anyone. They're kind of love songs, really. This next one, I guess, isn't a love song, but it's it's just really saying that, you know, we're in a world where lots and lots of things are going on, really big things. I mean, especially at our time at the moment, there's all this stuff going on. And in the midst of all of that is that actually there's just, you know, try and retain a sense of actually it's okay, you know, and that hopefully people are feeling that there is, you know, there's hope, and that they're feeling okay. So it's called Everything's Easy. And I know it can't be folk then, I know. If nobody dies, it can't be folk. Or country or Americana. So this is by a band called Girly Man, which you can be completely and utterly forgiven for having never heard of them because they have split up now.
They were wonderful.
They're two women and a guy, and we saw them at
The Forge in
Basingstoke. I know.
Big up Basingstoke.
Yeah, amazing Stoke. And it was just a top proper surprise. We went along going, oh, let's see what that's like. They seem okay, and they were just brilliant. So it's called this song's called Everything's Easy. It is in fact a 3-part harmony song. So Ruth's doing a great job of doing that. Let me tell you. It's cloudy today, but no rain came. I sat and waited outside. The trees in the wind were all shaking, but the storms passed us by. So I turned on the news for an hour, and Matt Lauer was shaking his head. He said that the oceans are rising, so put your children to bed. Still on most days I hear myself say everything's easy, but you'll never know. Wherever I go is a way.
A rocking chair, a cinnamon pear. Look up in the air, you're a millionaire. And if I could be anywhere I could be, I'd be anywhere. Because my life is only mine to hold. Nights are cold and it's snowing in Vermont, but all that I want is here. In the clear light of the street light, still on most days I hear myself say everything's easy, but you'll never know. Wherever I go is a way. Guess I was dreaming, the oceans were steaming, and when I started to wake up, I dreamt Eric Jeter at bat with St. Peter. He hit a home run and Jesus won the pennant.
And cloudy today, but no rain came.
Look up in
I sat and waited outside.
And if I could
The
be
trees in the
anywhere
wind were
I
all
could
shaking,
be, I'd be anywhere.
but the storm passed us by. So I turned on the news for an hour, and Matt Lauer was shaking his head. He said that the oceans are rising, so put your children to bed. Still on most days I hear myself say everything's easy, but you'll never know. Wherever I go is a way.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Looks like some people are having some
Yeah, it
problems.
looks like there's some buffering stuff, but I mean, when you can watch it.
Can you watch
later.
it?
I believe so.
You can
Yeah,
record it or something. Can you?
You can watch it. Yeah, I think it is going to be saved for a bit. So. Oh gosh, so this is how it's our last song, isn't it?
Oh, thanks, Fran.
So we're doing
And Mary.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody. So I think it's been really great, really great. Thank you very much.
Oh, which song did you miss? What it was called? That one was called "Everything's Easy" by Girly Man, and the previous one about the Sunny City Bus, which is not good when you got a lisp. Was called "Crush in the Ghetto." Actually, I didn't say that. It was called "Crush in the Ghetto," and it was by Jolie Holland.
Yeah. So okay. So and it would totally rock if we could get to 400 on the. Not that Australians are competitive in any way. We're known for our competition in any way. And thanks again to people who, I know people really, they kind of, quite a few people, you know, have been really encouraging us, and they sort of donate some money ahead of time and stuff. Is great. So thank you very much.
If anyone else is thinking about doing anything like this or taking up an instrument, I know a lot of you already play instruments, but Coda is a really wonderful resource. It's in Walkford in, I suppose it's Dorset, isn't it? It's the other side of the bunny. So it is Dorset.
It is Dorset. Yep.
But it's really wonderful, and you just get an opportunity to develop some confidence and, you know, just to play and do something. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks. Just do it if you want to do it.
Yeah. And it's just, so apparently it's a shameless CD plug. No, that it is the other way around in real life, I'd like to point out. But yeah, if you'd like a CD, if you go to Scuttleshake website, Facebook page, go to the Facebook page.
And message us.
And message us. And
then we can send you one. £10 for the CD and £1 for postage if you do want one.
And it was a really great. So we made it for the festival season. Really to kind of help get through the festival season, and of course that's died a little bit.
But as long as nobody else has died, that's fine.
But yeah, if you've worn out your CD collection at home, it's time for a new one.
So this is called Lay Low, and it's a beautiful song by an American band again called Shovels and Rope, who are a husband and wife, and they're just lovely. Well, a lot of their songs are a bit sort of punky, and we don't particularly like them, do they? Sort of steampunky or whatever, but we like this one a lot.
Yeah, it is one of those things where you hear them, it's the first song you hear and you think, oh my god, this is amazing, look at this band, and then you listen to everything else and you think, oh, actually, I'm not sure I like everything else.
Although they did a lovely version of oh god, I can't remember what it's called, with
Milk Carton Kids.
Milk Carton Kids. I can't remember what the song was. It was a Guns N' Roses one, it turned out in the end, didn't it? But it was beautiful.
Yeah. And can I just say thank you very much for hitting 400. And I know, Daria, you had a bit of an input into that. A few other people. Thank you very, very much for that. That's really, really amazing. Thank you very much. All right.
I know. Someone's dinner, isn't there? That's okay. Just in case anyone's... Oh, okay. John. Hello, John. He's another banjo player. Reluctant, but good.
Okay.
So this is Lay Low, and it's our final song. And once again, thank you for asking us. Thank you for encouraging us. Thank you for joining, and play some music.
Really great. Really great.
Well, I probably should be drug out to sea, where I can't hurt no one and no one can hurt me. At least I'd be free, and probably I'd see what caused me to be so detached completely. Jumping cloud of smoke, fumbling through all of the letters and the notes, the ones that you wrote. Do they keep me afloat, or just wrap round my neck like a noose on a rope? Probably though. So lay low, baby. I won't be back anytime soon. If you get too lonely, I will follow you around in this tube. I don't know what to do, what I'd do if I knew. But we go through our days and get by and get through. But my heart is with you. You probably knew your love is like glue. So lay low, baby. I won't be back anytime soon. If you get too lonely, I will follow you around in this tube. So lay low, baby, just for a little while more. If you can't keep waiting, I will find my way back to your door.
Oh,
Great. All right, everybody, have a lovely evening.
yeah.
Thank you
very
so much for watching us, and yeah, really, really lovely. Thank you very much.
We hope to catch you in person soon.
Yeah,
Keep safe until then.
brilliant.
Oh.
Sweet.
What do we do now? You're the
I
IT
think we
one.
wave and say
Oh,
goodbye.
Thank you, and thanks once again for donating, because Coda is really wonderful.
Yeah.
So thank you. And I
Yeah.
think Kate put the link up for the CD if you want to, but that's
Yeah.
a separate thing.
And thank you also, Coda, for asking us. It's
Yeah.
really, really been an honour. Thank you very much. All right.
Thanks.
Have a good weekend, everybody.
Oh,
Alrighty.
Sunday.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.